capital of my... Silence your phone.
It's over here.
Silence your phone now. Dadgummit. Or hide it.
The feature audio is about to start. Please silence your cell phones now.
As it just started. Your phone is the worst invention of all time.
I know.
Your phone is one of the worst things I've ever seen. You have 10 million notifications that never stop coming. Your phone, while on silent or vibrate, still makes noises, and when you try to turn it down, it blasts. What's wrong with your phone?
I don't know yet.
Your phone's ridiculous. Some
dumb.
crappy off-brand shit fell off the back of a truck.
I know.
It's a Samsung. It's a Samsung Nate.
But I'm dyslexic, so I didn't see that.
Yeah, you're just like, this looks exactly correct to me.
It's
I went to
Sample Song.
I went to Bus Bay to buy this. Sample Sang. It's not. It's just a sample, dude. It says it on the back. Oh, I don't even know.
I paid a lot of. I'm still paying for this phone.
I thought the phone was called Floor Model. I had no idea.
I'm gonna find him, the guy who sold me the phone, and I'm gonna kill him. Okay, maybe not kill him. Maybe
I have a very particular set of phone skills.
I'm just gonna hurt him with my eyes.
In your brain, you think bad thoughts.
I'll try.
You'll try.
Yeah.
You won't succeed, even in your fantasies. You won't succeed.
I'm trying right now. It's working. It's working. Okay, wait. I won. Okay, it's gonna work.
Perfect. Always have faith in yourself, even in your fake delusions. I think it just works out in the best.
Okay.
Anyway, I think
I'll take that advice to heart.
Yes, take that advice to heart. It doesn't matter as long as it's fake. Anyway, hi everybody. Welcome to Better or Worse Than the Room.
Woo!
I am Chris.
I am Nick.
And we're watching movies and talking about them.
And
today's beautiful movie.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Read the box.
The box says Action USA.
Hell
Danger.
yeah.
Destruction. Death. It's all about the diamonds.
All about the diamonds, even though the diamonds take up approximately 5% of this entire film. And you forget about them nearly immediately. Yes. This week, we watched Action USA. Like every episode, where we watched this, and we are going to give it a rating of 1 through 10, and kind of base it off of the Tommy Wiseau's The Room, one of the worst movies of all time. So we watched particularly horrible movies, but this one, apparently on IMDb has a 6.0,
which is double.
Which is double The Room's 3.6, 3.7, I think.
And I think the highest one we've watched,
I believe,
other than a boy-girl thing.
It's a boy-girl thing might be higher. I think that was like a 6.7. Star Kid was also very high. But this is another like higher rated movie. IMDb gave it 6.0. I think it definitely lives up to that. It's a damn good fucking movie so far.
Yeah.
But we'll get further into that. Anyway, but just to clarify, we watch movies and we kind of rate them against The Room. The Room, Tommy Wiseau, one of the worst movies of all time.
Yes.
And some other movies out there are definitely worse.
Oh,
I think we've I don't think. I know.
Cocktail.
We've watched multiple worse
Cocktail.
movies than Tommy Wiseau's The Room. Cocktail being one of them. Video Game Nightmare being another horrible slog. Space Disco one.
Whatever that was.
Fucking, yeah, whatever kind of a trailer for a movie that was. No, we've watched plenty of horrible.
Yes.
But we've also seen some better.
Some gems.
Some gems.
Some sweet little gems.
I think after we finish talking about this might be a gem.
This to me is.
I think it might be a gem.
Me too. No answers yet, but it might be a gem.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's get into it a little bit. Action USA, Danger, Destruction, Death. It's all about the diamonds. 1989. So back of the box. Billy Ray's a bad risk. He took the mob's family jewels. Now they want his.
Right.
They tried beating and scaring it out of him, but he's not giving them up, so they kill him. Now everyone believes Carmen must know where the jewels are. The mafia boss has brought in his Top Gun, that's all caps quotes, Top Gun, to find her and the jewels. This slime ball and his trained killers follow our heroes through car crashes and gun battles across the state of Texas, leaving a trail of fireballs and hunks of twisted steel.
Okay, so the first thing I need to say
is
I don't
fuck
know.
Yeah, this movie.
That sounds amazing.
And the movie delivers, goddammit.
It does.
This movie's awesome.
It is. It really is. It's just
This movie's fucking sick.
Michael Bay tried to get his inspiration from these.
This sounds about right. This is probably like Michael Bay's fever dream right here because it's awesome. It's fucking sick.
But
Back of the box shows some guy that kind of looks like Tom Selleck with a cigarette hanging out of his mouth. There's a car
hanging
in the
out of
air.
his mouth.
There's a car easily like 20 feet in the air, jumping over a bus.
Oh yeah,
there's a massive.
that.
There's a burning man with a gun in his hand walking away, and then next to the burning man is, you guessed it, a second burning man.
Oh my goodness, two burning men.
But I can't tell if he's falling or jumping into the air on a giant trampoline.
The answer to that is yes.
Fuck yeah, it is.
Because he's going up, but the fire's going down. No sense here. Now, one thing, the box admitted to something plot-wise. It's really not a great.
It's the basis of the entire film. It's why the film exists.
So check this out.
Diamonds are because movie.
Hold on. If you have the diamonds, wouldn't I break your legs?
Yeah, but if you could find me, but also he didn't have the diamonds. Well, let's get into it.
Okay.
Let's get into the real plot of the movie.
Okay.
Plot of the movie being, as it opens, so we meet this guy. We have no clue what his name is. We figure out his name is Billy Ray.
Yes.
And he is with his girlfriend Carmen.
And he
is apparently wanted by some mafia dudes because he somehow like got his hands on a shitload of diamonds. Either he stole them from the mob or he did the heist and now he has to like drop them off or something. Right. We don't get the full picture.
Nothing.
But the mafia catches out to him, kills him, and now think because Carmen was his girlfriend, she knows, like, she's like the second in command or something.
She must know.
They're constantly on the hunt for her, and they're trying to catch her so they can figure out where these diamonds are. Okay. In the meantime, we meet a couple of bumbling FBI numbnutses who try to save Carmen and like keep her under protective custody. They are fucking terrible at their jobs. No clue what to do, and it leads to, like the back of the box said, numerous car chases, bunches of gun battles, explosions, people burning, tons of stuff.
I think I wrote that a bunch of times. It's their fault.
Tons.
They're idiots. They're dumb.
Everything bad that happens to Carmen is mostly her fault in the movie, but also at the fault of the FBI guys because they should have been smarter and at least detained her like a real person.
Their job is to know better.
Yes.
Her job isn't.
No.
She is not bright.
No, the main Carmen this entire movie.
She dated a guy who is an eye-open kisser.
Yes,
weird.
Yeah. The opening of the movie is them like fiddling around, Billy Ray and Carmen, and he open eyes, like wide open,
just staring at her,
just staring at her and going.
Yeah, it's weird.
Just getting real close, going, just staring, wide open,
wide.
He doesn't blink at all.
I'm staring at you.
He pulls a fucking Anthony Hopkins.
Like.
He pulls an Anthony Hopkins in Silence of the Lambs, and he blinks one time, and he makes that. He makes that noise too.
Yeah, I know. You did that to me right after.
And Carmen's like, "What the fuck, Billy Ray? Sorry, I saw that movie. It was really good."
Did he say that?
No, of course not. That would be really funny if he did.
Oh, it was that'd be creepy.
But so they're kind of making out. He's an open-eyed kisser, and it's creepy. But he's like the mastermind. She is just
maybe that's
there.
Why he got killed.
She barely knows anything about it. But she is one of the stupidest like heroines of a movie because she knows that there is a mafia out trying to kill her.
Yes.
Because all throughout the movie they're trying to murder her.
Right.
She knows that there are diamonds around and that like everyone is, she's going to get either murdered or beaten the fuck up or something. Like bad things are going to happen to this lady.
Bad things.
And yet all throughout the movie
she stays inside and hides, right?
No.
What?
I know, right?
What?
Because that's what you would do.
Yeah.
How about this? Example number 1. The FBI guys find Carmen and they take her to a hotel. In order to figure out what to do next, they need to get on a plane so they can fly her to safety and make sure that she's totally good.
Okay, all good.
In typical 1980, this movie came out in 1989, by the way, late 80s fashion, she has to take a shower.
Of course.
And why get dressed? Fuck that shit. We got a heroine. We got to put her in a towel. Nothing else.
Nice.
She is just roaming around with these FBI guys that she just met.
And then, like hours ago, maybe
while
not
they're
even.
While these FBI guys are calling, be like, hey, what should we do next, boss?
Yeah.
Well, we got the girl. That's not how they talk. It doesn't matter.
But
they tell her, get away from the window, because she's starting walking towards the window to get some light in. And the people say, get away from the window. Yeah. And she's like, oh, come on. What's the worst that could happen? Opens it up. Mafia guy jumps through window and tries to kill her. Immediately. Dude. No hesitation. No,
like he knew she was there.
What's wrong?
Awesome. Does
anything blow up? End credits.
Something, dude. You forgot. A couple things have to blow up, then end credits.
She blows up. Now that would be a good movie.
Her thighs blow up.
Her thighs explode.
Too many Krabby Patties.
Yeah, her thighs explode. But that's the level of stupidity this character is.
I hated it.
The bar they go to later. That is the biggest bar in human history.
I know I have it written down right when they do that because
it's 3/4 of the way through the movie, but they stop at a bar, and it is the biggest bar I've ever seen. This is like a high school gym with a bar in the corner, that level of massive.
Yeah. So the balcony, did it have a balcony in that one?
I don't think it had a balcony. Okay. It had a stage.
It had a full stage. That's what it was.
Because that's when our heroine gets up on stage and sings a whole song, even though she's supposed to be, in protective custody. And also, what's the thing? What's delocated? Adult Swim delocated about
the witness protection.
Witness protection. She's supposed to be in witness protection because she was intimately related with Billy Ray, who knew about the diamonds, and the FBI guys are following the mafia, who have the diamonds, and they want to get the diamonds so they can shut down the mafia.
Should they not have stopped at a giant-ass bar, first of all? Should they not have even gone to a bar? That seems like a bad idea. If you have a witness who's
the reason they stopped at the bar is because their car broke down, and not Clay, Panama.
Oh, yeah.
The black FBI guy. There's Panama, and then there's Clay, the like blonde-haired,
the really young
cop, the young FBI man.
Yeah, the hot one.
The hot one. Air quote. Okay. The hot one. Even though I like Panama far more.
No, he's way better.
Panama's way better.
Way
still
cooler.
bumbling, still a fucking idiot.
Oh yeah.
He at least has a good head on his shoulders.
He's been doing it longer.
Probably, yes, I think so.
Absolutely, but the other guy thinks he's a hot shot.
Because he is, man. He's so hot. And he shoots people.
He does. That's true.
Actually, no. Almost no one gets really shot. People get shot at.
Oh, yeah.
But not many people get shot.
No,
people get
like
thrown out of...
No one can aim.
Yeah, no one can aim.
Not
people
at all.
get thrown out of cars.
That was pretty cool.
That was pretty sweet. There was one scene where
out of the car.
There's one scene where Carmen is in a car. They're driving away. This is near the beginning of the movie.
Yes.
The beginning of the movie, by the way, after after the mafia shows up at Billy Ray's house after their open-eyed kissing, they go on an awesome car chase that lasts literally 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
It is... within the first 5 minutes, we get the main character, Billy Ray, who is drinking beer while driving a car, driving like an absolute fucking maniac. And then they get home, hardcore making out. Dude, I wrote, dude is bored because his eyes were just soulless. And then 4 minutes and 43 seconds, boobies.
Yeah, I wrote titties.
Wahoo! And then bang, dudes break in, girl gets decked. One of the guys who breaks in just punches Carmen square in the face.
Yeah, I have woman punched in the face.
Yeah, good job, 1980s. Right in the face.
It's
beautiful. It's one of them. It's a great scene. It's don't hit women, but it's hilarious.
I was trying to say it was hilarious, but not.
The punch
in real
is
life,
a perfect.
Obviously.
It's a perfect movie punch.
Yeah,
he hits, but the camera is like behind the guy's shoulder, so you're seeing the punch like straight backwards. Yeah, and Carmen's head flies back, and then there's blood on her nose.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And then she drops down the wall. It was a perfect punch. It was an amazing punch.
It was well practiced.
Yeah. So this is the first 10 minutes, or the 10 minutes after that is Billy Ray is in car driving away. Girl gets in other car to go chase. Mafia people.
To chase what?
To chase the guy. Fucking wait. Billy Ray is with Mafia. She is chasing Mafia. Mafia goes to helicopter pad, gets in helicopter, travels around helicopter, and then Carmen finds helicopter and then sees that Billy Ray is hanging by feet outside of helicopter because they're trying to say, Mafia is like, where are the fucking diamonds? Where are they? Where are the other trucks going?
Where are they?
Where are they? That's what they're doing. They're hanging him, and Billy Ray's like, whoa, I'm not telling you anything. And then they drop him. They drop him.
They straight up drop him.
I think that's a real drop.
Dude, it was.
I think that was a real drop.
Crazy. It was real.
Billy Ray is dropped from the helicopter that's, I would posit to guess, 50 to 70 feet in the air down to water. So he's not going to die, but it looked like a fucking long drop.
It was.
And it was Garth Marenghi slow mode. Like,
they were
just like, fuck it, everything, slow-mo, put it in,
right
do
there.
it.
No dialogue.
Yes. There's some great slow-mo in this movie, though.
It's awesome. It's
him falling, the flaming people.
Oh,
they
yeah,
start
that was
slow-mo
awesome.
people on fire.
That was crazy.
The bus jump is a slow-mo jump. Fucking awesome.
Yeah, that was great.
So he jumps into water. He swims to shore somehow, magically. I don't know, because of fucking clairvoyance or like a mental connection between Carmen and Billy Ray. Carmen knows exactly where Billy Ray is.
Well, they
pull up perfectly in front of him. She gets in car.
Water.
Now they're both driving away. Except now, Mafia is chasing with a helicopter. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, how
this
do you
is
get
some
away
Die
from
Hard
that?
bullshit. This is awesome.
It is. It's amazing.
Sick, dude. I wrote down, thugs dropped Guy but wanted him in custody because they keep chasing him.
Yeah, it's like,
they
why
want
would
him.
you
They
let
want
go
him
of
dead,
him?
but they drop him out of a helicopter into water to make sure he survives. Why would you drop him anyway?
You got to break his legs then, so he can't get away.
Yeah. So that was one good action scene. There's a bunch of other ones. The bus jump is fucking sick, which I think also takes place within the first 10 minutes or the first 15 minutes of the film. It's like the end of the car chase between Billy Ray and it is. This is the ending of the car chase. This is how Billy Ray gets caught.
16:30.
16 minutes, 30 seconds in.
Is the bus
Billy
jump.
Ray sees that there is a full traffic stop in an intersection upcoming.
Yes.
There is a bus. There is a camper. There is also one of those trucks that's supposed to hold cars, but don't have no cars on it. So it's in what we call GTA ramp mode.
Oh, hell yeah.
And I guess Billy Ray is a fan of the series.
Oh, definitely.
He's probably played 5, considering it's been on every system known to man. Game Boy Color and
that's
fucking
his favorite
SNES.
thing to do.
Yeah.
So he's been practicing.
He's been playing GTA 5 Virtual Boy for at least 15 years now. So seeing the ramp, knows exactly what to do.
He's a pro.
Everything clicks, dude.
It falls into place.
He hears the fucking 101.1 Q101 just start playing some random white stripes song. Blam!
Boom,
Straight
boom,
up on
boom,
it,
boom,
hits the
boom,
gas,
boom,
shoots off.
boom.
Amazing slow motion car jump into a series of cars slamming down with severe force.
Oh, it was insane.
Totally fine.
Oh, they're not dead?
Of course not. Why would they die? Even though in real fucking life,
they would have been
they'd
decapitated
be dead.
from that.
Oh
or
yeah, they'd
something.
be dead. They'd be so dead.
Not even Evel Knievel could land
Both of
that
their
one.
upper halves, their lower bodies would be in place because of seatbelts.
Yeah.
But knowing how terrible seatbelts were, their upper halves were probably would have probably get thrown through the windshield
about 100 feet
and been jettisoned across all 15 of the cars in front of them.
And the people around watching.
Oh, beautiful.
It'd be pretty crazy.
It would have been like the end of Ghostbusters where the marshmallow man explodes and everyone gets covered. Yeah, that's that with blood.
Yes, absolutely.
But no, apparently they
Viscera.
live, and the mafia boss, or the mafia guys that are chasing him, also decide not to make a jump, but fuck that camper. And they blast through the camper.
That's right.
No damage. It looks like it's made of cardboard. Still looks good.
Oh, it
still explodes.
Yeah.
Of course it explodes.
If it didn't explode.
Fireball. Fucking yeah. Looked like magma. No. Fucking gasoline piles everywhere. Whoom.
Oh, it was great.
It's
great.
satisfying.
It was great.
All of the explosions incredibly satisfying.
Every one of them.
It's super 80s. Super 80s explosions.
Yeah.
So they pull up. There's destroyed car that Billy Ray and Carmen were in, and they get yanked out.
Oh, no.
Billy Ray's like, no. And Carmen's like, I've been punched in the face. Oh. Typical women things.
Oh, yeah. Complaining.
But they're shaking Billy Ray down, and you know what? They've had enough of their shit. Throw him to the side. Bam, bam. 2 in the chest.
No way.
Billy Ray. Dunsky.
Oh, man. So they killed him. Okay.
No more Billy Ray. Now Carmen is the only one.
What
and
if
these
he never
thugs
told
being
her
dumb
anything?
shits think that she has all the answers. I can't even I'm thinking about other parts of this movie.
Newbie
I
loan
can't even
sharks.
think, how did the FBI guys show up?
They never. They just do.
Oh, they just do. Yeah, they really do.
They literally just show up.
Okay. So after the two bam bam right to the chest, killing Billy Ray, we hear other gunshots, and our mafia thugs start freaking out, and they drive off. That's when FBI guy shows up.
Were they watching
Clay
those guys?
and
Is that
I
what
think
it
they were
was?
chasing them as well.
Okay.
If you saw fucking, a helicopter flying around chasing somebody, blam
Hanging a
blam,
guy
shooting
outside.
people from helicopter to car,
In the
hanging a
middle of
guy
the city,
outside,
that's pretty-
dropping a dude
that's
into
pretty
a
insane.
pond.
That's
Yeah,
pretty insane.
A tiny bit. It's
Just
it's mostly sane,
Right.
but it's a tiny bit insane.
There's a little forethought needed left.
Just a minor bit. So thank God they were there. Where were the local authorities? We'll never tell.
They don't have any.
It didn't
No,
look
it's
like
vol-
they
it's
had.
a
It is
volunteer
Texas.
police
It is
force.
Texas. This
So
is probably
everyone-
just like a
everyone is
local
local.
dispute.
I was gonna say
Their
everyone.
neighbors, they were arguing over the tree line.
That's why he's swinging him around.
That's why he's swinging him around. He's
With a
like,
helicopter.
how dare you cut my tree? It was hanging over my land.
You want to chop things down? I'll chop this.
I will shoot your dog. Oh my God.
That's insane.
That's kind of how it looked, I guess. It is, yeah, like I said, it is Texas. And we get a whole helping of Texas in that bar scene. Where the large
there's-
bar scene.
Oh yeah,
where
that's right. Yeah.
there are so many good old boys in this in the bar scene at the
You mean
Lane.
every patron?
Good old boy. Fucking they were just staring at Panama like the whole time.
Yeah.
Okay, can we go over some of the acting in this?
Sure.
Some of the acting in this movie is good. Some of it.
Yeah.
The bad guy, the main bad guy that is like talking the shit, Drogan. Dragon?
I know I wrote it down somewhere.
It was somebody. He's like the hired guy. There's like a main head honcho of the mafia named Frankie, who is played by an actor, Cameron Mitchell, who is in a shitload of B-rate movies. He has like 3 scenes in the entire movie. One, he's in a hot tub with 2 naked ladies. He's on a second one, he's on a bed talking to a woman who's scantily clad. And the third one, he is on a treadmill running. That is a total of around 5 minutes of film, and he is never talked about again. He basically does not matter. Then
that is the breast cancer moment.
Yeah, he is the breast cancer moment. He is why are you even here? We've heard of you by name. We don't need to see you. You have no place in this movie.
Right.
Because at the end of the movie, nothing happens to him.
That's right.
At the end of the movie, the dragon guy, fucking is it Drogan?
I couldn't find
Drago.
Oh, okay, I couldn't find his name. I was like,
his name's Drago. He's like the
that
epic
now.
hitman that Frankie, the mob boss, has hired
Yes.
to follow Carmen and get the diamonds that apparently Billy Ray knew about. And the
Okay.
FBI also want to get their hands on the diamonds because they want to foil all the mafia's plans, as we had said
course.
earlier. So Drago is this supposedly big head honcho guy, and I guess he was supposed to be like the biggest. I wonder if he was originally supposed to be like
the Frankie.
the Frankie, and they just added Cameron Mitchell as like a later thing. But Drago does well because
Yeah,
he's
he
like
does.
that cold-blooded motherfucker.
Dude,
he's
good.
definitely he's mean to everybody around him.
Yes.
But he's also like kind of you understand that his character knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
And everyone else is a bumbling moron because most of the other people are
Goons.
complete idiots. So Drago has like 2 other hired people that are all like
Is that the
they're
couple?
also thugs. There's the
buff man.
There's the buff man.
That's the couple. I think they're a couple. Wasn't that the whole point? That came about later. It was a weird thing. It was very minor.
I don't have no idea what you're talking
I
about.
have it. I think.
No idea what you're talking about.
Oh no, that was never mind. That was my thought.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
that's totally different than part of the film. Like, what kind of pivotal
sorry.
scene did I walk away
No,
from where the 2 thugs were gay in this 1989 movie about action in Texas?
Well, so that's
That
why
shit wouldn't fly in 1989's
that-
Texas, my friend.
That's why I thought it was an odd note
Okay.
for a moment.
Now, if we can choose to,
here.
if we rewatch this movie with that in mind,
It's
this
so
could be
funny.
a way funnier movie. But no, that is just your that's your fan theory. Okay.
Okay.
You can
I'll-
write all the fan fiction you want about
it's gonna be
the
great.
2 thugs,
Dude.
but they're the bumbling morons.
Yes.
The Panama does good. the one FBI guy.
Yes.
Even though they're dumb as rocks character-wise, both Clay and Panama, the FBI guys, do fairly well.
Yes,
I like Carmen as a
with
character, even though she, in the situations she is in, complete wrong way of thinking about everything. So hunky-dory positive, even though she almost got shot 15 times.
Right.
She almost got stabbed. She got punched in the face
at
the beginning. No bruising, by the way. It's been like a day. No bruising of the face, no broken nose, even though it was dead square. Nothing. Yeah, that'd be a movie. That's something. Actually, can we? Why doesn't that happen? Why when people get their ass handed to them in an action movie, they don't have aside from there's a little I've got a scratchy on my forehead. A black eye I have a minor scrape on my cheek. No, where's like
a black eye?
He got punched in the face and now he has a black eye and a broken nose for the remainder of the film. Does that show up often?
Never.
I don't see that. All I ever see is like everyone's perfect. They have like a scrape. Like a couple of little like bloody spots, and that's it. Like, no harsh damage. No dude in a sling for the remainder of film.
I can get up, trip, fall, and hit the arm of your chair and bust my eye open.
Yeah,
and
we put a glass eye in you for this podcast.
And somebody getting their face beaten into the ground next day has just a bandage under their eye.
Not even under their eye, around their forehead.
Oh yeah, you're right. Around the forehead
because they have a headache. It's like they had really bad dental surgery or something.
From the moment that happens, it's there the whole time. That's Pineapple Express. However, he actually did. That
was James Franco, right?
Yeah, and he actually ran into a tree or whatever and knocked himself out and had to have stitches.
Yeah, those were like actual bandages.
So from that point forward, they thought it was there. Like, I guess it fits his character pretty well.
Yeah,
so go ahead.
I did find my note. Carmen is so positive. Too positive. I wrote like 8
overly
O's.
Positive.
Too positive considering circumstance. So we got another thing. Speaking of so let's get further into the diamonds because of course diamonds have something to do with this movie. According to Carmen, as she and the FBI guys were driving around, they passed a ranch.
Just a random ranch.
A random ranch. Ram Ranch. Welcome to Ram Ranch. And the girl, Carmen, like kind of blurts out, "Oh, I think Billy Ray was talking about a ranch." So they just stop at the ranch.
Just a random one, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then they're like, okay, well, if he talked about a ranch, you know, as you do, if you mention anything, it answers all questions you may have. So they immediately go from, he mentioned a ranch once to the diamonds are here. Oh. They have to be here. We will find diamonds.
Chris, you mentioned a set of woods once. Is there diamonds there? There must be. You mentioned it.
Exactly.
You mentioned it.
Yeah, because
do you know where they are?
Yes, they're in the woods because I mentioned them once. Maybe that's how it's treated. Because Billy Ray doesn't talk about anything. Like I said in the beginning of this whole thing, we don't see the first half of all the shit that set this up. All we know is Mafia wants diamonds. Yes. We don't know anything else. So we barely understand why Billy Ray's choices in this. Did he put them in the ranch? Or did he put it in a fucking security box at the post office? He could have easily just put them there.
In his shoe. Or maybe he had them surgically implanted into his calf.
I was about to say, maybe his scrotum is now
we don't know.
A diamond bag.
Yeah, it could unzip. It had a seam on it to begin with. Maybe they just opened that up.
Maybe he vajazzled.
We all have a seam.
We don't know. We all have a seam.
There's a seam there.
Yeah, he's got a zipper on his. It's amazing.
Who stitched it together?
Yeah.
How?
So
why?
Their hunch of diamonds at ranch happened to be correct because movie, of course. But the diamonds aren't in any place like, oh, they're under the hay bale. Lift the hay bale. Look at that.
No, it's
over in a hole over there. No, it's at the top of the windmill. All the way to the top of the windmill.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm not checking
cool.
there, but like...
That's the last place I'd check. Yeah, tornado. You're in Texas. It gets dusty and windy.
Lightning. I guess I would.
Lightning. It would melt the diamond into a solid rock.
Just the case that. I mean, I don't know. It'd be probably cool. Not. But
think of the carats on that diamond, my dude. Whoa. You'd have to recut it so it'd be significantly smaller than the original diamonds, just because you can't have a hunk.
I mean,
no one wears a meteorite on their hand. You know. But, it's cool. So they find it.
We don't know. We don't live in that world.
Well, I mean, who knows? Who cares?
Yeah,
who gives a flip? We all live in a simulation anyway. So they find the diamonds, and they have diamonds. Hooray for diamonds!
Okay,
and then that's
fantastic.
the end of diamonds.
So is that the end of the movie?
That's pretty much the end of diamonds for a while. It's not end of
the
movie
Gentleman's Club?
because the FBI. It's the end of Diamonds, the Gentleman's Club, which went out of business multiple years ago. It was hilarious. They were located in a very poor area. It was so gross.
Yeah.
Anyway. So now that FBI has the diamonds, they know they can disrupt the mafia. They have the evidence. They have the diamonds that the mafia was looking for. So they call up the sheriff of Texas, all of Texas, and they say, "Where do you want us to go? We've got the diamonds."
And he goes,
"I have an idea. Who the hell did I hit?" He tells them to go off somewhere, meet up with somebody or whatever, take a flight to blah, blah, blah.
Right.
Who cares? It doesn't really matter. And then after they hang up and FBI guys kind of have their next to do, the camera holds on the sheriff.
And what does that sheriff do?
The sheriff calls Frankie.
What?
Head boss man of the mafia.
Did you say...
The 3-6 Mafia.
No.
Oh! Because the sheriff is working for the mafia.
What a dick.
Yeah. What a weenie. I mean, he's in Texas. He probably really likes shiny things or something. I don't know.
That's true.
Who are we to judge?
Maybe they have the better guns.
Gorsh. And that's not even the end of all of the other law enforcement. Very nice, by the way. You got an 8 out of 10.
I couldn't.
Of all the other law enforcement that are involved in this, because it turns out later on in the movie that not only is Texas McSheriff Man a part of this,
but
also the head of the FBI is in on this shit.
That's running deep.
Like, even the FBI wants a couple of diamonds. Probably because big money.
Oh, I bet.
So, with Billy Ray's diamonds found, Carmen, Clay, and Panama need to get the fuck out of Dodge. They need to get on a plane somewhere. And they did, like, the plane scene, all of the airport shit is stupid as fuck in this entire movie. They go to the airport
forgot
twice.
about it until you mentioned it.
They go to the airport twice.
That's right.
Both times. Did not get tickets in advance. Stupid.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I don't know how airports worked before, but the idea of me... Could you imagine this? Let's say years ago, you had to go to Africa when you did your Africa trip. You had to buy the ticket that day.
Do you know how stressful that would be?
Yeah. I think that's how it used to be. Like, hi, we're here to take a vacation.
Where are you going?
I want to go to Cancun. I'm sorry, there are no flights to Cancun until 3 days from now.
This is the only time I have off.
Well, too bad. You should have looked ahead.
How?
I can't see any, like, it's already, for me to, like, do anything, I have to know what's gonna be done, at least generally.
Yeah.
Like, as far as, like, if you got to take a train or a bus or a plane or anything, you have to be prepared and be there at certain time. I look that shit up way in advance.
Oh, me too.
So far
multiple times too.
Yes, even the day of. Yeah. Like, even if I have like 6 hours before I have to do anything, I'm like, fuck, I gotta be ready.
Right?
What if I have to leave now for some reason?
I know. I'm with you.
Yeah, it turns me into an anxiety-filled wreck. I hate it.
Yeah,
until I go, and that's fine.
Right.
But the lead up to it always sucks. But I need to be so prepared for things. And the fact that the FBI, the Federal Bureau of Investigation had no idea when planes go blew my mind. Twice. 2 times. 1, 2. The number of chains Mr.
Job.
2 Chains has.
This is their job.
I know. It blows my mind. It's so stupid. So, fast forward, because there's plenty of things we can talk about as far as plot goes. But I mean, we have gone through full plot synopsises on many of the movies in the past, and I think I kind of want to move away from that just so people could watch the movies themselves.
That's fair.
So we can talk about scenes and bits and pieces, but I kind of want to move away. So I apologize for anybody who's listened before and gotten like too much information about the movie. We have gone deep, but some of them are so weird that we kind of went through them like Left Behind is such a weird movie.
Yeah, that one we had to go through for anything to make sense.
But I think for some of these ones that are more fun, I don't want to like give away absolutely everything, because there are some fun scenes in this movie.
Yes.
The fact that our heroine gets on stage and sings in front of the mob at the big bar, even though
they're after her,
is so fucking weird. There was one thing that grossed me out. Like,
which thing was it?
So disgusting during the bar scene. Panama wants a glass of water because the radiator in his car overheated, and he wants to pour water on it so he can cool it off and get the hell out of Dodge. Yes. He wants to get the fuck out. Carmen is off to the bathroom doing whatever. Clay has no idea. Though, great scene getting into the bar. We'll get into that in a second. But he asks for water. Guy behind the bar looks at him all funny because he's the only black guy in the entire bar, and everyone's staring at him. They do a hefty job of like making it clear that this is not comfortable for Panama
or everyone else.
Well, everyone else is probably looking forward to the beating later.
I guess you're right.
They look
I didn't
hungry.
Think about that. You're
hungry as that's what they all look like.
Hungry like the wolf.
Yeah. Yeah, probably that one. I don't think they were looking at love.
No, it was more hungry like a wolf. Yeah, it was
the love of the fight, the love of the game. So he asks instead for a gin and tonic or something like that. Some drink. Maybe it's a shot, whatever he got.
Yeah.
And then a couple of the good old boys get up and walk up to the bar.
I do remember this.
And there's one guy who kind of walks up to Panama's left, grabs the shot, says, "What are you drinking?" And then puts the shot in his... she puts the shot glass in his mouth, like with his lips around the edge.
Creating a seal.
Lifts his head up. So all of the alcohol goes into his disgusting, bloated mouth.
Wiggles his head around. Yeah.
And then leans back down to put all of the alcohol back into the shot glass. Puts it down and says, "Doesn't taste good." That sickened me.
Yeah, no,
It made me feel a little queasy. Like, it was so disgusting. And they didn't have to do that one time. They probably had to do that take a couple of times. So I hope they didn't use real alcohol. They probably didn't. But just having to watch that be done over and over.
Do I really have to do this?
You could tell, like, it looked soapy. Like there were bubbles in it and shit from his spit.
Yeah, you're right.
So gross.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, that was nasty.
Yeah. But then Clay redeems himself because he just yells the word "bar fight," and then everyone starts beating the shit out of each other.
That's great.
That was awesome.
It was.
I didn't know you could do that. We should go to Texas and just yell the word "bar fight" and see what happens.
Will we get arrested?
Sure. It's part of the story.
I guess it would be worth it.
It's part of the story.
I guess it would be worth it. Yeah.
It's part of it's the price of admission. It's getting arrested.
Okay.
Could you imagine that on your rap sheet? I've been arrested once. Why? Yelling the words "bar fight"
for the price of admission.
For the price of admission. Yeah. And speaking of price of admission, getting into this bar was, I think, one of the best scenes of this entire movie.
Yeah,
this is one of the best scenes. This is my favorite scene, at least.
Me too.
The car breaks down and they have to go to this bar, and it's ladies' night. So Carmen gets in free. She just walks right through.
Yep.
Because there's like a little door at the front. It's like little bars on it, and there's a lady, and you have to pay to get in. You have to pay to get into the bar. It's like music night and everything.
Was it $4?
It's $3.
$3.
It was $3 to get in, and I think Clay is the first one to walk in.
Yep.
And he shows his badge.
And
she's like, "Oh, that's really nice. It'll be $3." It's like, "I'm the FBI." And she's like, "Oh, that's actually amazing. We're doing a deal, $1 per letter." And I thought that was that was one of the best lines because she says it without hesitation. It feels real.
Yes.
Like it feels like she says that a lot, even though no way you'd say that a lot. How many FBI guys do you come to this bar? It's like, oh, wow, well, we got a deal going for y'all. It's $1 per letter.
That was great. That was so funny.
And Clay gets mad, and then a bouncer gets up, and he's like, just pay the lady. He's like, gives her $3. Yeah. And then Panama walks in and does the exact same shit. Yep. He tries to show his badge. He's like, oh, you're with him, huh? $3. Still $3.
Yeah. No, you're with him. She said something about upping the charge to somebody as a joke in there. I
can't remember the exact one. I just remember $1 per letter. Yeah, I thought that was so funny. It was so good.
That was good. Yeah.
Yeah. So, here's another awesome scene. This is near the end of the movie. The final showdown. The final showdown of the movie where Clay is gonna meet with head FBI guy because he is gonna turn in the diamonds and kind of, close the deal on all this. Guess what? The mafia is fucking up. Here's all the information, and then take Carmen to safety.
Yes.
But as we had learned throughout the movie, big boy FBI man Tom Selleck wannabe is actually super bad. Unlike the movie Superbad, which is good. He is way bad. He's got a great voice for it. I don't know the actor's name.
No, I don't remember.
Goddamn, he did
really well. Tom Selleck, and you're like, no.
It's knockoff Tom Selleck with a deeper, raspier voice. It's sick nasty.
It was
he's
pretty
like
badass. I can't even do it.
He's basically just telling Clay, like, don't be here. Just give me the fucking diamonds.
Yeah.
I just want to get rich. You think you guys matter to me? I'm the head of the FBI. I can let people die.
Right.
Who fucking cares?
Yeah.
All that matters is I get rich. I just want money.
Ooh, it's a cash paper.
Cash dollar money, cash dollar value. That's all he cares about. Which, okay. But as the head of the FBI, you got to take some oaths.
So do you
and
think
also a couple personality tests.
Do you think he shops at thrift stores and discount shops?
No, he shoplifts from shops and thrift shops. He's too cheap for that shit. He just wants the money. He doesn't want to pay anything.
That's true.
He just wants to have,
like me with video
and not give to have. Yes. So he's kind of all up in the air, and he's like, well, guess what? I've got your buddy Panama all locked up in a car, and then they're all on a bridge. So he looks off the bridge, and there's Panama, because Panama earlier on got kidnapped, and he's in the back of a car. Guess what? Head honcho FBI man has a fucking walkie-talkie that if he pushes the button, Panama goes a kaboom.
Kaboom.
He goes a kaboom.
A kaboom.
He goes a kaboom. He becomes a no more. He becomes a smaller mushroom cloud.
He becomes a mist of.
He becomes a pile of a spaghetti sauce.
Whatever.
He becomes a nothing.
Yes.
He becomes a smoosh. He becomes
a meatball that has been mushed.
He becomes a stepped-on meatball.
Trampled meatball.
My new pop band, Trampled Meatball. My new garage rock band.
Well, you want to go back? I don't even know. That wasn't right.
Yep.
That was like a weird combination.
They fight a little bit, because of course Clay's not going to back down. Panama's his boy. Panama's his partner. Yeah, stand my ground. Just like Tom Petty said, you stand your ground. You never back down. And he doesn't back down.
No.
And they fight, and they beat shit up. And you know what? Explosions.
Fucking,
I can't even remember.
When they blew the house up?
I legitimately cannot remember exactly how the end of the movie went. Oh my god.
I do. I have, but I have.
Okay. Here. Let's see. FBI head is a dick. Oh! Carmen prepares a Molotov cocktail because she wants to help out. She prepares the Molotov cocktail.
Right. Yeah, she does.
And she drives past, throws Molotov, causes everyone to go crazy, trying to flail around.
Yes.
Clay, there's a huge old explosion. Clay tries to fight off the FBI guy. Shitload of people go flying off the bridge that they're on.
I do remember,
but then FBI guy, in a last-ditch effort because he knows he still has the detonator,
blows it up.
Boom! No!
Sad music.
Blows up Panama.
It was pretty depressing.
Because fuck you, Clay. Your name's Clay.
Yeah, and what a name.
But I think he gets revenge because he murders the FBI man. Drago unfortunately gets away. I know we've barely talked about him, but it's okay. He gets away. It's fine. Frankie is never talked about again. They go down. Clay and Carmen run down to the car. No! But then, off camera, we hear Panama go, oh, you thought I was in that. Oh, it's Panama! He's still alive! Yes, Panama's still alive because he somehow crawled out of the car without anybody noticing, and it was awesome.
Yes, it was.
Oh! And you know what's also funny?
What?
Clay still got the diamonds. Because he never actually gave them to FBI man. So guess what, bitch?
True. He's rich.
Clay's rich. Because once the FBI head went down, I guess he just became a criminal mastermind.
And the head of the FBI, perhaps?
Maybe he just assumed, we never talked about that. Maybe Clay automatically just assumes the head of the FBI chair. And now
that's how it works. You have to kill the FBI head of the head of the FBI.
That sounds like old medieval ways of becoming king of the land. If I kill you, I become head. But if you kill me, you become head.
It's secretive. If you get caught, you definitely don't get. You go to jail forever.
Yeah,
but
it's in their locked book.
Slip in unnoticed, kind of like Murray. Then you'll definitely be fine.
Murray from Flight of the Conchords. Yeah. You just slip in. But that was basically the whole ding dang movie.
Died. You forgot.
Panama didn't die.
He didn't.
No.
He didn't die.
We thought he might have died. But he didn't, because he was at the end of the movie, a dingus that we just talked about. We just screamed, Panama's alive! But because he is.
Oh, yeah.
Dongle.
You know what?
You flim-flam. You bunch nugget.
I know. Okay? I know I'm a bunch nugget.
So what did you think of Action USA?
It was a great movie.
Fuck yeah, it was.
It had explosions that were absolutely worth every penny they spent on them.
I couldn't find any information about the budget, but I assume it was fairly high considering they had great stuntmen. Damn good explosions.
Dude, remember the guy? There was like some guy on a window washing job that they had swinging around as a stunt or something, or it was something crazy like that. I even have it.
There was a guy who flew out of like a fucking 30-story building.
That's right. That's right. I have big and intricate stunts. They definitely had a lot of choreographed stunts. Like that took a lot of work.
All the car work. The car work was fantastic. Like
was this when they went through the parking garage?
Everywhere.
Because the
parking garage was within the first 15 minutes.
That was insane.
That was the first car chase.
Okay.
But there were tons of car chases throughout this entire movie.
Yes, there were.
That were super well done. The whole helicopter thing, dropping him out of the helicopter,
that was great.
Guy falling out of the 20, 30-story building, the 2 or 3 people that were in fire suits that were on fire.
That was pretty awesome.
Yeah, one of the first set of thugs, guy, crashed into a wall.
That's
and he fell out of a car and he was completely burning.
Dude, he's
awesome. Totally engulfed. Yeah.
It was awesome.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
The bus jump, the camper exploding, all of the cars that they just absolutely destroyed, everything. Yeah. All of that was awesome.
Yes.
It was so good.
The plot,
mediocre. Kind of lame. Some of the characters,
subpar.
Awkward. Carmen's still super positive, even though she almost died. Probably should be more traumatized.
She's unrealistic.
Unrealistically happy.
Yes. Again, Panama was the most realistic of them all, I would say.
Panama was the most down to earth. He was the most human.
I guess,
of all
and
of them.
And the FBI guy. He was
bad FBI guy.
Yeah.
Tom Selleck.
Yeah.
I guess so, but he was a little bit more cartoonish. Because he's just like, fuck everyone.
That's right.
I'm rich. But in real like, once word got out that the head of the FBI was a crooked crackpot, no, you're done. Like, he was too open about it.
Yeah.
He seemed a little bit too,
you're right.
Done.
Yeah.
Like, why would he blow his cover of all this now? You know?
Yeah, at that
point. It was weird. So he was a little more cartoon. I think Pan Am was like the most down to earth.
That's a good point.
Music was solid. A lot of good. Like, yeah, I'd definitely expect this kind of soundtrack to be with these crazy action scenes and such.
Yeah, and it didn't use the same music the whole movie.
No, it wasn't like The Room where they have one song the whole time.
How does that go?
You know, the sound.
Okay.
Watch the movie. You'll figure it out. that whole fucking thing.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
They constantly play it. It's over and over and over and over again. They play it like 8 times throughout the entire movie.
That's probably why I can't remember. I repressed it.
Yeah, but what would you give? What would you rate this movie? Obviously, better than The Room.
Definitely.
This movie, everybody can enjoy without worrying about. Oh, this is too weird. No, this is just a straight up great time.
Yes,
Great time.
No
one could be mad about watching this movie.
No, unless
I don't think anybody would be like,
so dumb.
"Oh, this is boring." No, it's all fun. It's all fun.
Yeah. If nothing else, just the explosions and the chases alone are enough to keep you occupied for a while, and it's great.
Oh yeah, it's a cheap Die Hard.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a cheap, kind of weird Die Hard.
Yeah. So I would put this, probably around like a 7.5 or 8 even.
I was thinking 7.5.
That's what I'm thinking.
I think this is a super solid.
Because an 8 is a little bit too much, I think.
8 would have been. I would have given this an 8 if it had a better actors and storyline.
Oh yeah,
yeah. If it still had all this awesome action, but had a little bit less of the complete stupidity of all these things happening. Like every time the FBI would show up somewhere, the thugs would show up like 10 minutes later, and then they would have a fight, and then they would drive off, and then they would go somewhere else. And then the thugs would show up 10 minutes later. Like they would always know where they were, even though Texas is huge, but they would always show up at the same places.
Who are they always reporting to?
Oh yeah. So I guess okay. So if FBI is constantly talking to Texas sheriff, giving them like status reports, they would be calling the FBI guy giving status reports, and then FBI guy would be calling Drago, and the other henchman and telling them where to go.
Okay, so
that
we
makes
found the
sense.
connection. Okay,
it still doesn't work. It's still dumb because we don't see that. If we
agree.
saw that, it'd be different.
Because it would at least put it in your head that it legitimately exists as a...
Yeah, these aren't freak occurrences. This is planned. Yes. That's what I needed.
There's a hierarchy that there's a hierarchy of communication.
Yes.
And the way it pans out, we never see. So this is all inference.
Yeah, we're guessing. I would much prefer if there was even a couple lines that was just like, I guess just tell me where they're at when they give you updates. Just let us know where they're going, and then boom. But some of them are freak occurrences, like the bar scene.
Yeah,
I'm going back there. They had to stop there because it was pure happenstance.
Right,
their engine overheated. Yet
movie
without
happenstance.
Yet without fail, Drago and the henchmen show up. So no matter what, they're there. So it's a little bit more cartoony like that.
It is
still good. Still 7.5. Yeah. I love this movie.
I
would say if anybody out there has a chance to see Action USA, I highly doubt that it is streaming anywhere. No. But if it is, watch it.
It'd be pretty cool if
just
it
have
is.
a good time.
Maybe it will someday.
This is a great time.
Yeah, it is. It's a good time.
I was very happy that we watched Action USA.
Me too. It was the one I was most excited for, with good reason, I guess.
Yes.
It panned out well.
Yeah. And I think with that is an episode.
It is a pepisode.
That is a BOWTTRcast.
BOWTTRcast.
Well, thank you everybody for coming on this little journey with us. Thanks for checking out this. Thank you for listening.
Yes,
if you want
it very
more,
much.
please subscribe. Send them out to your friends. Do whatever you want, man.
Yeah, we also provide little fun videos that Chris over here likes to edit together for your entertainment and pleasure.
Oh yeah, I put together like tiny supercuts just for fun.
They're a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm working on the UFO abduction one right now.
Oh, fantastic! Okay.
That one's gonna be pretty fun. It's very weird right now. My favorite is still the Dragonheart 2, but only names. I think that one's really funny.
It is.
In my opinion, I liked it a lot.
And then we have one other thing that we also do. I don't think we brought it up yet.
No, we also do Struggle Through Gaming. So if you like video game stuff and stupid playthroughs like that, because you're dumb and children just like we are, check that out too. I'll link it in the description just in case that's your jam.
Children.
But if not, I still appreciate you checking it out.
Yes, and we have lots of videos over there, so there's lots of good content if you just need something.
And content. Anyway, sneak preview on the next episode. We're going to watch a movie called Hackers.
Ooh,
from
Hackers.
1988. So we're going to go 1 year back.
Oh, okay.
But this isn't like a, online. We're hacking into the system. No, it's hackers as in I'm going to hack your leg off. So, should be a grand old time.
Oh, okay.
I'm excited. It looks like shit. So let's watch it.
Fantastic.
And that'll be
cannot wait.
That'll be in 2 weeks. But until then, goodbye.
We love you. Poopsicle.
The diamonds.
They hurt my butt.
They hurt my butt by diamonds.
I got too many in there.
My diamond pouch.
They hurt.